Assalamu alaikum all. Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you are all well. My name is Joke if this is your first time on my channel. On here I talk about how I navigate my life as a Muslim woman. I also share tips that have been very helpful to me over the years. I share with you how I cook my Nigerian meals healthily and sometimes how I make use of some ingredients I do not necessarily want to go to waste. I hope those kinds of things are things that interest you. If they are, I hope you stick around and I hope you watch this video with me today. And I hope by the time you finish watching this video, you make the decision to subscribe to my channel. However, while watching, even if you are yet to subscribe, I hope you decide to give me a thumbs up. Thank you. I drew inspiration for today's video from one of my earlier videos on my channel. I will link that up here for you to see. In that video, I actually talked about questions to ask or maybe how to prepare for getting married, that sort of thing. But in that video, I talked about something called secondary infertility, and that inspired me. I will start by saying being kind to one another extend beyond saying things like verbally abusing or verbally insulting someone. There is a lot more to being kind to someone than that. Being kind to someone include being sensitive enough to know you shouldn't always ask questions from people. The message in that video that inspired this video was when I talked about secondary infertility. This is somebody who has had a child. The child is 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 8-year-old, 11-year-old, and you're asking that woman, when are you having another baby? Or you are asking the husband, isn't it time for you and your wife to have another baby? You do not know their personal struggle. You don't know what they've been going through. Why did you have to say that? You could easily have sent that woman home that night to cry herself to sleep. When we're talking in our homes, within hearing distance of our kids, and then we're talking about Mrs. X or Mr. X, I would have expected them to have another child by now. What are they waiting for? And then your child goes out and play with said child and say, how come you don't have a younger brother yet? How come you don't have a younger sister yet? That child goes to mommy or daddy and ask them that question. Being kind also means us minding our own business. If somebody doesn't share anything with you, it is not your job to ask them questions around it. Why am I asking someone, oh, how come I haven't seen your husband for the last few months? It's not my business. It's not my job to ask her why I haven't seen her husband in a while. To you, you may think you are being friendly, but in reality, you are being nosy. Being friendly is you asking, oh, how are you today? I hope you are good. Talk about the weather. Ask them how their day has been. When and if they feel the need to share certain information about their life with you, they will. You shouldn't be asking them, how come you're not yet married? Those questions can be very triggering. You can wonder because it's human nature, especially when you come from a certain demographic. You know, in my culture, you get married, people expect you to have a baby. That's the natural progression of things. I don't know if that still happens now, but several years ago, your wedding gifts would even include some baby products. That's how soon people expect you to get married and have children. But the reality is, now we want more than just get married and have children. So people will get married and want to spend time to enjoy themselves together before they start having kids. They could choose to get married, spend time as a couple for the first 2, 3, 4 years of they have kids. Or maybe they are actually struggling to get pregnant. I don't know that. And until they share with me, I don't need to know that. And so should your attitude and behavior be until they feel the need to share with you why they haven't had a child. You should not ask them, how come you've been married for 3 years now and you have not had a child? It's none of our business. Not everyone wants a child. Not everyone will have a child. not everyone who wants a child will have a child. We all want what we want. And sometimes for some people, it doesn't always happen in the way they have planned. So you asking them triggering question isn't helping at all. Don't forget to click on the like button. And I hope I have interested you enough to click on the subscribe button today. Thank you. Being kind is something we have to practice as much as possible. It isn't easy because what we think is kindness, we think is just being nice, saying hello. Being nice also include not asking triggering or sensitive questions to people. Unless they are people who have told you something in the past, then yes, maybe. Even at that, I still will hesitate to ask them certain questions because you don't know if since you last spoke to that person, things have drastically changed. That they may not feel comfortable enough to share with you. So please exercise kindness within yourself, openly and in private to people that you say you like. Because let's not forget that however we behave, our kids emulate that. Our kids then go into the world and act that way in public. Our kids now go to the playground and ask those insensitive questions to those kids who may not necessarily know the answer to that question. That's so curious to the point I'm asking her, where is your husband? The fact is, I don't know what she's been telling her child at home. So if I now go home and discuss with, I don't know, maybe discuss with my friend or discuss with my husband or something, and my kids overhear that, because I've said that around them, they may then go into the playground and ask them, oh, I heard your dad's not been sleeping at home. Where has your dad been sleeping? So please, let's exercise kindness in all that we do. It can be difficult sometimes, but it is doable. Let kindness be our guiding principle. This is a video that I was inspired to make off the back of a conversation I had with somebody after they watched my video. And I hope that has given you a bit of clarity, I hope, into how to speak to people in their presence or behind them. I don't know what personal struggle you have, so I should be sensitive enough not to ask you questions that could trigger you. Let's practice how to mind our business. It really doesn't hurt us. I don't know what mental state they are. I don't know if they're just holding on by such a thin thread. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will from time to time pick something that I think may be relevant to me in the first instance and hopefully to you, and expand on it. Somebody in my previous video did mention that I should visit my previous videos and elaborate on maybe 1 point or 2 points. So I hope this is something you'll enjoy to see on this channel going forward. Don't forget to click on the like button before you leave today. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm very nearly there to 500 subscribers. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye bye.